What up, y'all? I've got a prickly surprise for you today. Boo! I'm gonna show you guys how to open and clean out the sea urchin. Look how massive this thing is. Imagine if I had some knockers this big. So before we get started, I like to make note of a couple things. I would suggest that you put your sea urchin in either an aluminum pan or like a plastic cutting board, because this stuff is filled with dye and it will stain your kitchen countertop. You are going to need a pair of kitchen scissors, or you can use a knife. I prefer the kitchen scissors. The sea urchin will stain your fingers and your hands if you don't wear gloves. I, however, do not like to wear gloves. I'm a weirdo. I like to feel everything. If you continuously wash your hands throughout the day, the stains will go away. I've got a little ice bath here. I've added a little bit of salt to it. And then I've got a little plate here with some clean, dry paper towel. So I've got my sea urchin here. This is the mouth. So what we're gonna do is just take our kitchen scissors or your knife and just go around that mouth there. And then I'm gonna slowly start cutting around the edge. So there's two ways you can go about doing this. You can pry it in half, break it open in half into two pieces. But if you wanna keep your sea urchin whole, you can cut around the edge. So for this one here, I am going to pry it in half. So we'll go ahead and I just want to make sure that I don't get the roe. So I want to open it up a little more so I can see where to cut in half. So that's the mouth there. Carve it in a second. So I'm just going to keep going around the edge so I know where the roe is. I'm starting to see the roe there, and I'll show you in a second. Okay, so you see all of that yellow-orange stuff? So that's the roe, the gonads. That's the stuff that you eat. So what we're gonna do, now that I can see it, I'm gonna dump out all of the water that's in the sea urchin here. I'm gonna remove that mouth as well. This is the mouth here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just cut this thing in half all the way around and just make sure that I don't get the roe. And then we're just gonna break it open just like that. You see all that roe there? I wanna make sure that it stays intact. Oh, I split it. Damn it. Go ahead and split that. Now we're gonna scoop the roe. Try to be careful. You want to keep it all in one piece. So I've got it here. Let's go ahead and remove that. And I'm gonna stick it into the ice bath. Scoop all of that meat out. And you see all of this gunk here? That's kelp. It's what the sea urchin eats. So you can go ahead and just remove all that. So sometimes you'll see like this white stuff or yellow gooey stuff come out of the uni, and that's because it's spawning. And the reason why I have this little ice bath here, this salt ice bath, is to help stop it from spawning. Okay, so for this sea urchin here, I did not break it in half. I left it whole because I am going to convert this shell into like a little plate. So I've emptied out the shell here. I removed all of the roe. And what I'm gonna do is trim around the edge until it becomes like a little plate. Go ahead and keep cutting all around. I think that's good enough. And now I'm gonna clean this all out. I'm just gonna run this underwater. I'm gonna take a spoon and just kind of scoop this jelly-like stuff on the inside. I'm gonna take a paper towel and just scrub that all off. All right, and it's starting to feel smooth. Beautiful. a dry paper towel and just dry this all up. And there we have it. See my fingers? They're purple. So now we're just gonna take our uni. Well, I'm gonna try and remove this brown stuff here, but go ahead and place that onto dry paper towel. All right, I'm gonna remove all of this brown stuff. Crushed ice here, bowl here. I'm just gonna set that right there. So I shucked quite a few sea urchin the other day. I'm gonna use some of this for plating. Just gonna go ahead and grab a few of these. Beautiful. Just stick that right on top. And there we have our beautiful uni. Yummy. So I've got my sea urchin here. It's beautifully displayed in this little sea urchin bowl. You can eat the uni plain, you can eat it with some soy sauce, wasabi, whatever you like, but there are two sauces that I do recommend. So first sauce here is chum dipping sauce. I'm gonna pour some of this into a little bowl. Okay. And the other sauce that I recommend is a yuzu ponzu. I'm just gonna shake that up and pour a little bit into a bowl. All right, so let's get to tasting. Okay, I've got my little piece of uni and I'm gonna go in with the chum sauce. Ooh. Mmm. 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 That piece was so freaking sweet. Oh, that was so good. Okay, next one. Into the yuzu ponzu. Mm-hmm. So freaking good. You know, these uni can be a hit or miss. Sometimes you get some really sweet ones. Sometimes you get more like the briny, bitter kind. But that top layer I have here, melts like butter. So sweet. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. Don't forget to like or dislike, but still subscribe. So yeah, peace.